They come in different color shapes and sizes. They're even allowing you to do what you're doing right now, which is seeing me, so I hope I look okay. Our eyes, they're one of the most remarkable yet vital organs in the human body. According to the CDC, approximately 14 million people age 12 and higher are actually classified as visually impaired, which actually means that either they wear corrective lenses, glasses, or even blind and can't see at all. Even though I've never wore corrective lenses in my entire life, thankfully, I've never come to realize how the amount of work that the eye does in order for us to see these colors, shapes, and sizes. Today I want to introduce to you guys in detail some of the crucial parts of the eye, which is the cornea, the lens, and the retina. These parts of the eyes, they work together like a family in order for it to stay stable and work properly. First I want to talk to you guys about the cornea. The cornea is the outermost portion layer. According to a website, masseyeandear.org, the cornea is significantly tough because it's the outer layer. And basically what it does is protects from dust and germs that are incoming. According to Dr. Gary Hiding, the cornea actually contains 5 different layers. The first layer that it contains is the epithelium. The epithelium is the first outermost layer, and what it does is it protects, it's the first shielding block for the rest of the cornea. After the epithelium comes the Bowman's membrane. The Bowman's membrane, basically when you ever poked your eye out, so when you poke your eye out, the swellings or any, if there's swellings or any of that, basically what the Bowman's membrane is, it prevents any swellings in the eye. And then we get the stroma. The stroma actually makes up 90% of the entire shield for the cornea. After the stroma, we have the descendant membrane. The descendant's membrane doesn't really have a function. As you grow older, it gets thicker and thicker. So think of it as a pension. Once you get older and older, you finally receive your money. This actually gets thicker and thicker, and then once you're older, it's that extra shield and block, so when your eyes get weak, it's that extra protection. The endothelium is the last layer of the cornea, and basically what this does is it's like a pipeline for the eye. So it sends water and make sure everything stays healthy within the cornea. But let's move deeper into the eye now. I want to talk more about the lens now. According to Dr. Mark McDermott, he's a professor at the Wayne State University. After the light enters the cornea, the lens then receives it. So once the lens receives the light from the cornea, it then focuses that light and then transmits it and then sends it off to the last layer, the retina. But while the light is transferred to the lens acts, you can say, as a camera. So the camera has the lens. You can focus it and unfocusing it. So the lens will focus that light. So if you see something from afar, the shape of your eye actually changes when you're trying to spot something from far away. And once it focuses, it then sends that message over to the retina. Dr. McDermott also mentions that the lens is also able to do something incredible, which is accommodate. This means that it will change its shape in order for us to focus on seeing things that are even further away. So if something gets even further away, it accommodates for that, which is why some people actually have to wear glasses to see really far, or sometimes to see even close they have to wear glasses. But because if your eyes are in good shape, then it'll accommodate and it'll fix itself so that you're able to view correctly. If we move over to our last portion of the eye, the retina is located in the back of the eye, and it acts as a neural part of the eye, which basically means that it sends signals to the brain. So according to the hyperphysics.edu, that signal is able to be sent to the brain by something called the optic nerve, which is a really, really important nerve. If that nerve ever gets damaged, then you are in a case where you could be blind. The article on the website titled medhealth.net, it states that the retina contains a cell called photoreceptors. The photoreceptors are made up of 2 parts. rods, and cones. Basically, what the rods do is it takes care of the signals that are for instance, peripheral visions or night visions. Then the cones will take care of any heavy light. So if you're trying to look at colors, or if you're trying to see something from afar, those kind of lights, the cones will take care of that kind of lights to send to the brain, the messages to the brains. They help with tasks just as reading as well. To wrap everything up, the eye is quite small, but it does wonders. It has a cornea to bring in the light, and then it has the lens to focus and get everything in the perfect way, and then sends it off to the retina. And then the retina at that point gathers that information and then sends it off to the brain so that it can allow you to see what you're trying to see of a different color, different shape, or a size. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.